Hello, I'm Grace and today I'm going to try and make a basket. As always, this isn't a tutorial. I was given this kit as a present for my birthday, so I'll link it below. It comes with a tutorial and full instructions on how to make a basket. I have to cut the right lengths for the start of the base, so I've started there. So I need to pierce them halfway along. Let's measure that. It's on there. I've got to thread this through there. Oh. That one. Evenly spaced. The basket is going to have an oval base, so with these first sticks, I think they're called slaths, in place, I then needed to start weaving around them. The tutorial said this was going to be some of the hardest parts because you've really got to bend the rods around some sharp corners. Then you bend out the 3 sticks to make it into the oval shape and continue weaving layer by layer.
Someone who really cares. I'll be up before the sun and meet you anywhere, no matter what's on your mind.
All the way until you have a finished base. I finished this, but it's pretty wonky. They said if it's wonky that you should try again and that you should probably have enough rods in the kit to give it a second go. But you're supposed to reuse the starting sticks, which means I think I need to take it apart. This is my first attempt. I don't really know how you know how wonky is too wonky. I'm pretty sure I can do better the second time. Day 2, basket making. Basically, I'm back at the beginning. So I'm going to put this all back together. This tutorial is so good. It's in detail, really beautifully filmed and well thought through. So I definitely believe I can make something at the end, but it'll be really hard to make a really nice basket, I think. I'm pretty sure it's all gonna come out wonky. I don't know. I shouldn't really say all this stuff when I've not even done it yet. I don't actually know if I was supposed to take this apart and then re-soak this bit, but I did. This is really hard to do without doing it whilst I'm watching the tutorial, so I think I might just spend a little bit of time watching the tutorial doing it, and then I'll come back and chat. It's pretty hard work, you know, trying to get them all in place, but I'm trying really hard to make it all a lot tighter. I think that's the key to getting it a bit neater than I did last time. And I think it's worth taking my time on the base because from what I understand, this basically becomes the template for the rest of the basket. So you kind of want this to be as even as you can possibly get it. I feel like that's gone a lot neater. The first step of tying in the slath.
And meet you anywhere, no matter what's on your mind, I'll make time. If you ever need someone, I'll be there.
This might not be the craft for me. I'm getting so mad. That's totally split. I don't know whether the sticks are too dry. For me, there's nothing more frustrating than having to repeat the same thing again and again because I can't get it right. And of course that's learning, but working with these sticks that didn't want to do what I wanted them to do was driving me crazy. This is where I'm up to. It's definitely looking neater than it did yesterday, but also I can see that some bits are splitting, so I'm hoping it's not an issue, but I can't do any better than this. I have a feeling I'm going to have a problem because there's a lot of air gaps here that aren't really on that side. But there we are. It's really hard work on your hands, like you're just battling with these sticks to get them into place. At this point, I sort of feel like the end result will just be whatever it is, and I'll just have to get over my perfectionism. From what I understand, this is some of the hardest part of it. So once this is done, it is a lot easier. So I just need to focus on getting this base done. I guess the question is, am I starting to get the hang of it? Which I think, having done this twice now, I am ever so slightly sort of getting used to the patterns. I know when I was doing it before, I was getting a bit of a muddle, but I feel less in a muddle this time. If you look, this end here feels nice and round there, whereas this one looks a bit more pointy. So it's not really very symmetrical. I feel like trying all these new things the last, well, I guess couple of months, and doing it intentionally has actually helped me a lot and encouraged me that it's worth trying new things, because it seems like they work out more times than you think they will. So far anyway. At the end of the day, there's loads of skills that you can learn, and you just have to give it a go and try. It doesn't mean that you're amazing at it first go, but you can do it. And that builds your confidence, I think, anyway. Hopefully, I need some more confidence.
If you need a little light in your life.
Having completely restarted and having problems along the way, I knew that at some point I had to just decide I'm not an expert at this. I have to just go with what I'm able to do, and the best I can do is the best I can do. There's actually just a real relief in giving yourself permission to just do your best and let that be good enough.
I'll be up before the sun and meet you in.
I've only gone and done it. It's so much better than my first attempt. Look at that. Whoa. Day 3 of basket making. Got my base. Time to keep going. Okay, so I've got my 32 stakes and I'm about to stake up, which means putting in the edge pieces of the basket. This is actually going to be this, anyway, you'll see. I have no idea what I'm doing. Here we go.
Cracks under barefoot feet. Smell of a salted sea and walk for miles.
It's hard for you to quite see, but there's just sticks everywhere. And these things are so long. They're like 5 foot long going in that direction. On the tutorial, she's sat on the floor doing this bit. And she just said, you can see why I'm sat on the floor, because this is taking up all the space. And yes, I can see why. And yet here I am, carrying on and just bashing the overhead camera, doing it on the table. This really does not come across on camera. I cannot tell you how much of a workout this was. Getting these sticks to go in to gaps that weren't really big enough for them was so tiring on my arms. I've done it, but I have this feeling she's going to get me to flip it over now, and I don't know how I'm going to do that. Oh my gosh. I don't know if I can flip it. Here we go. I'm just doing it in the middle of the lounge. This is ridiculous. This is totally ridiculous. Well, you missed all that chaos. I can't get it back on the table. I'm trapped by it. Oh my gosh. All you need to know is that that was chaotic. And I would follow the advice to do it on the floor. I should have done it outside, although it is now raining, so probably good I didn't. This is getting more and more ridiculous to try and do in here, but here we go.
Cracks under barefoot feet. Smell of the salted sea and I walk for.
Okay, so I'm going to start picking these up and then I have to tie them together. Ooh. Oh my god. Try not to take the light out or the overhead camera.
Finally I found a place where my troubles fade away and the world outside.
I think I'm just gonna get that tied together.
We don't have to try. In the end, we'll be alright. You make it up.
Oh my gosh, this isn't working. Every stage of this, I think, is gonna get a bit easier, and then it just doesn't. It's so hard. It's so hard.
No matter what we do, I know.
The process around the bottom and the top of the basket is called whaling. I don't really know why, but that's what it's called, and I found it really difficult every time I had to do it.
I know you like the back of my hand. There's no one in the world that can get me like you can. Though from time to time it seems nothing goes to plan, I won't wait. Loving you is second nature.
Okay, so I'm about to start the sides. Doing the sides was absolutely the most satisfying part of this whole process. Finally, there was something that was just repetitive and enjoyable and hard to get wrong. This is what I've been keeping the rods in. It's just a soaking bag, and then I leave them in there to keep them moist through the day.
I know you like the back of my hand. There's no one in the world that can give me like you can. Though from time to time it seems nothing goes to plan, I won't wait. Loving you is second nature.
I've got to do the what is it? The top whaling. It's a 4-rod whale, and I don't have enough sticks to do it with the thick sticks. So I'm stuck with these if they're not long enough. It is what it is. I don't know what I can do. So I'm just gonna try and hope.
Yeah, loving you is second nature. Loving you is second nature. Loving you is second.
Well, that just snapped. For goodness sake, it just snapped. I think I need to soak it all. I'm so fed up of this. It's not really fun. It's just hard work. Bit grouchy, to be honest. I'm gonna go try and put this in the bath. I guess can't always be happy. It looks like a basket, but yeah.
You alright, Fred?
No, one of them just snapped. I was trying to bend it down because that was the next thing I have to do, but it's all too dry. It doesn't even fit in the bath.
Oh dear.
I just want to get it done.
Yeah.
Thanks. So the light is dropping, but I soaked the basket. Actually, Brad soaked the basket for me for an hour and a half or something like that. So it's all damp and hopefully nothing else will snap. I'm not sure what I'm gonna do about the one that has snapped, but let's finish this basket.
Suddenly I realize it's gonna be alright. Finally I found a place where my trouble.
Good news, I've kinked 5 and none of them, no, 6 and none of them split. I think I can get this done.
Found a little
Making a basket took a lot longer than I was expecting. I recorded for over 12 hours. It's actually hard physically and mentally. You're having to really concentrate on every move you're making, but also it's hard work to do the moves. So at this point I've been doing this, feels like a week. It was 3 days of making, but I had a day in between and the day before I was soaking. So yeah, over 5 days I've been. It's finally coming to a close. I'm not sure that if I wasn't making a YouTube video with this, that I'd have carried on. I think it's something I'm finding it hard to reflect on because on one hand I can absolutely see how you could get really into it and enjoy it, but also I found it really hard. I was really frustrated and I just wasn't sure if it was for me.
Oh my goodness. It looks so good.
I can't believe how nice that is. I hope you're like insanely proud of yourself.
I am proud of myself. I don't know, I feel funny about it, I don't know why. I think it's just because it was really tiring.
Still did it.
Yeah, that's how
I think you'll feel differently about it in like a day's time.
Yeah.
When you've got over the trauma.
I think it could have been that it has a learning curve and doing it for the first time was really getting to me. But also it's okay if not everything is something I love. I made a basket. It's not perfect, but it's a lot better than I imagined I would be able to do. And I made it. I'm not sure I'll ever do it again. I might not be rushing to make another one, but I'm so happy with the one that I have made. And the areas that didn't go exactly right are ultimately just character. And for a first basket, I'm really chuffed with it. I can't wait to use it for a picnic. I did it. I made a basket. Thank you for watching. I'll see you next time. That was really hard.